The banter between Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos on Live with Kelly and Mark has a unique personal feel to it. Their banter comes off as realistic because they have been married for nearly 3 decades. While they host one of the most popular talk shows, they got their start as actors on All My Children. Mark Consuelos joined the show in 1995 to play the love interest of Kelly Ripa's character. Real life imitated art, and the actors fell in love when their characters did. The couple eloped in 1996. They share 3 children: Michael, 28, Lola, 24, and Joaquin, 22. Their youngest recently graduated from college, leaving Kelly and Mark as empty nesters for the first time. As a married couple who also work together, it's no surprise that there's sometimes tension. Kelly Ripa admitted that she resents her husband. Keep reading to find out why. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos joke about Italy vacation. Live with Kelly and Mark viewers may have noticed that the episodes that aired lately were pre-taped. The hard-working co-hosts were on a small vacation ahead of the holidays. They'd recently returned to the live audience with updates about their trip. The couple went to Italy for some relaxation and fun in the sun. But according to Kelly Ripa, they went to the other Italy, not the one that's been dominating the news this week. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and his fiancée, Lauren Sinches, married in a star-studded 3-day wedding extravaganza that kicked off on Friday, June 25, in Venice, Italy. No, we're the Americans not in Venice. We were on the other side. We missed all that. We were in Puglia. Kelly Ripa joked about not getting a wedding invite. Live host admits she resents her husband. Once Kelly and Mark returned home, they were back in the studio, and their banter resumed. They started one show by talking about the ideal age gap between couples in a relationship. Kelly cited a study that found an age gap of up to 3 years leads to the happiest relationships. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos are both 54, but she is 6 months older, which she said she feels every bit of the difference. She joked that she ages more than her husband. Every day that I wake up aging like 6 months more than you, it bothers me, Kelly Ripa said. Kelly went on to admit, I resent the fact that you just aren't aging. At all. In any way. I mean a little bit. She then pointed out the very few gray hairs her husband has compared to hers. She told him not to pluck them before joking that she would be bald if she plucked her gray hairs. The couple agree that childbirth is one reason why women seem to age faster than men. Or just generalized worrying about every single person in our lives at all times. So I think that ages people in a way, Kelly Ripa added. On Thursday morning's episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, viewers expected the usual blend of charming couple banter, celebrity interviews, and occasional awkward anecdotes. But what they got instead was a surprisingly raw and unscripted confession from Kelly Ripa that left even Mark Consuelos speechless, and fans flooding social media with reactions. It started innocently enough. The couple was discussing a trending article about micro-resentments in long-term relationships. Kelly, ever the queen of self-deprecating honesty, casually let it slip. Oh, I have those every single day. Sometimes I look at Mark and think, ew, I resent you so much right now. The audience chuckled, thinking it was just another one of Kelly's exaggerated punchlines. But then she leaned in, added, no, seriously. And the entire studio seemed to pause. Mark's face said it all. Mark, normally cool and quick-witted, looked briefly stunned. You resent me? He asked, forcing a laugh. Kelly nodded. I do. I mean, don't you resent me sometimes? You can say it. This is a safe space, even if millions of people are watching. The audience laughed nervously. Mark smiled. But the way he scratched his neck, Attell fans have pointed out during other tense moments, said he wasn't entirely sure if this was all still part of the show. A marriage under the microscope. Let's be honest. When you're married to your coworker, your spouse is also your co-star, and every spat might become a soundbite. Resentment seems inevitable. Kelly and Mark, who have been married for nearly 3 decades, have made a career out of their chemistry. From their early days on All My Children to co-hosting Live, Their love story has always seemed equal parts adorable and aspirational. But lately, eagle-eyed fans have noticed more barbs than banter. More playful jabs from Kelly. More stoic silence from Mark. Thursday's on-air admission just added fuel to that fire. He breathes too loud. I know it sounds petty. Kelly continued on the show, as if the confession dam had fully broken. Sometimes I'm in mood and Mark is just existing wrong. He's breathing too loud. He's chewing like he's in a war zone. And I'm like, why did I marry this man? The crowd gasped, laughed. And then 5 minutes later, she added, he makes me a coffee, hugs me, and suddenly I love him again. But those little waves of resentment? Totally normal. Mark, to his credit, finally joined the bit, nodding and offering his own take. Sometimes I open the fridge and Kelly's face says, you just committed a felony. Social media reacts, #resentment is real. The internet wasted no time. Hashtags like #resentment is real, #Kelly tells the truth, and #marriage unfiltered began trending within hours. Some praised Kelly for being honest about something so taboo in modern marriage discourse. Kelly Ripa admitting she resents her husband sometimes is the most relatable thing she's ever said. At Married and Tired, others found it a little too honest. Girl, blink twice if you need a vacation. You don't have to broadcast all that. At Singly and Thriving. And then there were the therapists and psychologists joining the chat, applauding her emotional transparency and advocating for normalized resentment conversations. Behind the scenes, is this building tension? A behind-the-scenes staffer at Live, who asked to remain anonymous, told Pop Culture Confidential that this wasn't the first time tension had been noticeable between the morning show's married hosts. There are days they don't speak until the cameras roll, the source said. Then they snap into character. But sometimes you can feel the undercurrent. Like today, Kelly wasn't joking as much as she usually does. Another source close to the couple claimed that the ongoing balancing act of marriage, co-parenting adult children, co-hosting a live show, and sharing every aspect of their relationship with the public has worn them down over time. They love each other, but even love needs a break from constant performance. Kelly clarifies. Sort of later that day, Kelly took to Instagram to post a candid selfie of her and Mark lounging in their dressing room. She captioned it, resentment? Sure. Still obsessed with him? Also yes. #marriage math. The photo showed Mark pretending to sleep with a handwritten sign over his chest reading, breathing too loud. Please send help. Fans flooded the comments with support and jokes. This is the healthiest toxic marriage I've ever seen. At That Wife Life. Every wife saw themselves in Kelly today. At Marriage Mood. Experts weigh in. The good, the bad, and the honest. Dr. Nina Feldman, a relationship psychologist, said Kelly's moment of truth was actually more helpful than harmful. Every long-term couple experiences resentment. What matters is how it's addressed. Kelly naming it openly is a reminder that love isn't always warm fuzzies. Sometimes it's accepting that your person drives you crazy and choosing them anyway. Still, public oversharing can have side effects, especially when it turns into performance. Resentment can fester if it's constantly laughed off but never unpacked in private, Feldman warned. The live legacy, realer than ever. Whether Kelly's confession was a moment of vulnerability or part of a well-timed ratings boost, one thing's certain, she continues to break the morning talk show mold. In a media world obsessed with curated perfection, Kelly Ripa's unfiltered emotions, frustration, sarcasm, love, and yes, resentment, feel refreshingly human. She may have married a heartthrob, but even heartthrobs chew loudly.